This video is about the next or the final step in your research paper process is you're going to be uploading your paper and a reflection to TaskStream as the final step of the writing intensive requirement. And TaskStream requires you to submit a reflection along with your paper. And that's not as easy as it sounds. So I've created some questions to try and lead you through that reflection process. So you can go through and answer these simple questions about your research question, what you did really well, what you would do differently, how you'd like more support. Then I'm going to ask you to write an abstract for your paper. And please read those pages 73 through 80 in the Writing and Music book about abstracts. You have a good example. You have ways to lead you through that process. You can use the disciplinary diagram at the beginning of the book to kind of guide you through that process of thinking about your topic and context, how you gathered data, how you analyzed it, what your results were, and the significance of your research. That's basically what an abstract is. Step 2 is you're going to upload your paper to TaskStream. You can upload all the documents that you want. If you want to upload your research question, your free writing, and your outline, the working thesis, the opening statement, whatever you want to do to demonstrate this process, that'd be great. But at least upload your paper. The people who created the writing intensive requirement also created student learning outcomes attached to this requirement. So you are to develop and articulate content knowledge and critical thinking in a specific academic discipline. In our case, it's music history, through frequent practice of informal and formal writing. So when you post your reflection, the people that are looking at these want to see how you met that learning outcome. So have you developed knowledge and articulated, communicated knowledge about music history? Absolutely. Have you thought critically about music history through your paper? Absolutely. Demonstrate that in your reflection. And then the second thing is that we've also not just learned about content, but we've learned a lot about writing, about audience expectations, and your audience is an audience of your peers. You're writing as if you're writing to other students in the class with a pretty sophisticated knowledge of music history. You've learned a lot about research papers as a genre and the conventions, specifically the Chicago style or the Writing and Music book that I and my colleagues wrote. Those are your writing conventions about expectations and genre. And then the third thing, those of you who are ed majors will realize that this one is not a learning outcome. It's not a good learning outcome anyway. They want to see that you've written at least 3,000 words. Your papers are about 1,500 words, but with all of the stages that we did where you submitted your question, your free writing, your draft, thesis and outline, you've revised the paper, you've probably written far more than 3,000 words. So just indicate that your paper is the result of multiple drafts and brainstorming processes. All right, you're going to upload to TaskStream. You're going to briefly describe the class and the assignment. You're going to write a reflection based on those questions that I've asked you. And you're going to upload your abstract in that reflection box as well. And then attach your paper. These are due on Sakai and on TaskStream Wednesday, May 13th. I'm going to meet with everybody individually next week during finals week to just reflect on the paper and to just kind of tie up the semester. And during those reflections, you're going to show me the reflection and the document posted on TaskStream as we meet via Zoom. So those of you who just had a few corrections, I'd like to see those done before Wednesday so that we could meet early in the week. Some of you may need more time and you can ask for an extension, and that's fine. We'll get these all done as needed. So let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your reflections and your abstracts and your final papers on TaskStream next week.